Hey guys, it's been a long time since I actually did last recorded a video or anything, and the location's different because I failed life and I'm home again since I'm a wreck. But this video, I kind of just want to do like a quick little thing. Like I got 4 piercings abroad in Korea in Ide or Women's University area because I lived in Sinchon. It was the next station over. Me and my friend went there several times and we found multiple piercing shops in Sinchon, but there are also multiple in Ide. So we went to Ide and we found this one shop who was relatively cheap. I got 4 piercings under $60 US. I got right and left daith piercings. I got my tragus piercing. I also got my industrial bar pierced. The reason why I went there was because it was too cheap. It was so cheap I couldn't pass it up because my left daith right here, this little piercing, this little guy right here, was 10,000 won, and that's like not even like $7 or $8 US. And then on my right ear, I got my tragus. This one was 10. Again, my daith was 10, and then my industrial ball right here, $16, 16,000 won. So I couldn't pass it up. So my ear is completely, full of metal because there's my tragus, my daith, and then my industrial. And they're all 16 gauge, and I've been cleaning them ever since. I haven't even had these piercings for over 2 months yet. I can't believe that I was actually able to get all of these within, I got these all in a week, the span of a week. I know you're not really supposed to do that, but I got the daith piercing because I have chronic migraines and nothing was working. So far, the daith piercing seemed to be working for my ears. But there's sometimes when I get headaches and they're really bad, but it's not all the time like they used to be because I would have chronic headaches and or migraines every single day, and I could find no relief whatsoever. So these actually are working for my ears relatively well so far. There's sometimes when it doesn't do anything for my pain because it used to be throbbing, but now it's kind of like a numb, like a dull numb pain. Like it still hurts, but it's just dull instead of it being throbbing. So they actually do help, and this is what they're so little because I have, one of the reasons why they told me I couldn't, I went to one of my favorite piercing shops in Hongdae and they told me I couldn't do it because my little space to get it pierced was too small, and I was actually kind of really pissed about it because I just wanted the headaches to stop. And so I went to one in Sinchon, and again they said, we don't really do piercings, or one in Ihwa or Ide does. So I went and they pierced my other daith and my industrial and also my tragus. Honestly, this was probably like my daiths were kind of painful. My tragus didn't hurt so much, and my industrial bar was barely even a pinch. I got my industrial bar pierced over 5 years ago, and it was a 14 gauge, and I couldn't do it because it was just so painful. Because I like to sleep on my piercings even though I tell you not to, but I did it anyway because I didn't care, and it was just so painful, so I ended up saying fuck it, and I took it out. But I have it now, and it's a 16 gauge, and I love 16 gauges more than 14 because it's thinner and it's not as thick. So these are all 16 gauge, even my tragus on my left ear. So much easier to sleep on, and they're actually healing relatively well. Like sometimes the one that's been giving me the most problems is the tragus because it's, I don't know why. I didn't really want this one in the first place, but the language barrier was obviously there, so she did it. But then I told her right here, and then she did my daith. This one was probably the most painful piercing I've ever gotten. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's probably like a 15 because my ear was irritated from the industrial. It wasn't irritated, it was just the pain was there, so my ear was it was inflamed obviously because you just took a needle and went straight through it. So when she did this one, there wasn't a lot of room to work with because she had to get it in there, so she used really small horseshoes, as you can probably see, the little tiny horseshoes. She had to work with it, and it was so painful. I would never do it again if I had to, just because of the spacing and how little she had to work with. I would never do it again because it was so painful. This was probably like a 5 out of 10, like pain wise. This was like, I didn't feel this one. This was like a pinch, so like 1 out of 10. And then this was probably like 15 out of 10. And this was like a 4 out of 10. But like they're healing relatively well. They're doing really well. I clean them every day. I have like a little foam spray, or a little foam thing I use soap-wise on my ears, and it seems to be working so far. Because I used to, for the longest time, I know you're not supposed to, but I was using a little spray hydrogen peroxide in Korea because trying to find stuff to clean with was kind of a pain. I mean, I had the soap to do it with, but it was a little bit too harsh, and so it's hydrogen peroxide, which is a no-go, especially on new piercings. You just don't do it. It's stupid because you can get an infection. But yeah, those are my 4 piercings, like 3 on my right ear. My hair will stop being stupid. 3 on this ear. It was in a week. And then this one, my daith, because I got my left daith first. And I got these 3 piercings literally not even like 3 days later. So I got 4 piercings, all under $75 in the span of a week in Korea. And I'm like thankful that she did it, because I know places wouldn't have done it here, because my daith the skin there is really, really small, and it said it wasn't possible because you don't have any room to work with. But they didn't get horribly infected like people said they were going to, so I'm happy with the end result. And plus, this time around with my industrial bar, it's healing way better than I ever could have hoped for it to. And I've had them for almost 2 months now, so they're still not fully healed, but like I'm still cleaning them and stuff. Some days I don't, but other days I do clean them multiple times, like you're supposed to. But I don't regret it, and it was a good decision. And I did the daith ones for medical purposes, even though some people like that was stupid, but I'm like, I don't care. The tragus one I could care less for. I might take that one out because I didn't really want it in the first place, and it's been giving me some issues even if I'm cleaning it. But yeah, that's pretty much this video wraps it up. I got 4 piercings in Korea in 1 week, and it was all under $75. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up or whatever. I don't know who's watching and who likes this stuff or who doesn't, but anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye.